Hi there, I'm Jaden and welcome back to Family Fire Mission. This is the December 2025 monthly SITREP. A quick disclaimer before we begin, this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only and reflects our personal experiences. Nothing in this video should be considered financial advice, investment advice, or a recommendation to buy or sell any security. So Family Fire Mission is documenting how a single income military family is building a second sustainable income through disciplined dividend and income investing. The objective is pretty simple: replace earned income with reliable cash flow methodically and transparently. So we are currently in the launch phase. So we've now broken this mission up into 3 different phases: launch, cruise, and terminal. Terminal is where we've hit our goal of $3,500 a month, and we are now just optimizing to ensure that income is sustainable. The cruise is when we have reached approximately 70% of that $3,500 goal, and we will start to use the dividends to pay for certain things, family needs and such. So we are in the launch phase. Launch phase is all about reinvesting everything as much as possible back into the portfolio so that we can expedite the growth of our income. So with that, we have changed the labels of things a little bit because I think it's more fun. We have income engines, which are the ETFs that are going to be paying dividends back into the portfolio. Currently, we have 8 of those engines active, so that means there are 8 ETFs that are paying back into the portfolio. You can see on the right in the engine status table there which ones those are. And then our active reinvestment engine is WPay. And so what that means is that all of our contributions and all of our dividends that we receive are going back into WPay only until we maximize that allocation. And then from there, we will then move into subsequent ETFs going one by one down. So our portfolio yield on cost is almost 26%. So that means for the cost that we put in, the income is approximately 26% over the entire year. So within 1 month, it's about 2.5%-ish, 2.5%-ish. And so our monthly income for month of December was $369.68. Keeping our income goal in mind, we have a $3,500 income goal. So the income remaining until we reach that goal per month is $3,130.32. And with that $369 that we have achieved in December, we are approximately at 10.56% of that final 3,500 goal. So we've accomplished part of our mission, 10.5% of our mission right now, and working up to get there. So with looking at how we are progressing, we've got the 3-month average income growth. So over the last 3 months, averaged out what is the income growth per month, and it's approximately $178.64. So what that is really saying is that from October through now, we have essentially doubled our income each month. That is a good start. Obviously, when you transfer, shift focus from a growth to an income portfolio, you're going to have significant growth at the beginning, and then it should become more steady over time. So extrapolating that income growth average out to when we would hit $3,500 a month, it would take approximately 18 months if we increase at the same rate. The portfolio value for the end of December 2025 was $16,016, which is down from the end of November, $579. Portfolio value is a secondary metric. The primary metric is the income and income durability. Looking at the cash flow here on the left, our monthly income is $369. Because we are in the launch phase, we are reinvesting all of that amount back into our portfolio, so we didn't have any family cash flow usage. And then margin usage is approximately 10%, just under 10% of the portfolio at $15.69. And then when we look at the engines on the right here, WPay is the highest paying at $111 per month. That's what we got last month in December. And then Blocks, YMAX, and then QDTE are the next three. Understanding that these income dollar amounts do fluctuate, potentially significantly, depending on how the underlying in the market is doing as a whole. But that's what we got this last month, so it looks pretty good. Nothing's out of the ordinary for any of our engines there. We'll move on into our milestones here at the bottom. You can see here that we have surpassed all of our level 1 milestones, all green. That is us achieving a $250 per month paycheck, essentially, from the dividends. We achieved $300 and $350 this past month in December, and we are approximately 92% of the way there. So green, color for legend here real quick, green is 100%, we've met that goal. Yellow is we are within 10% of that goal, and red is less than 10%, right? So we've got 92% here, and then 82 here, and then it'll go down as we get all the way to level 5 here in the bottom right, where we're at $3,500 a month. That's our final goal, and we're at 10.56%. This past month, we actually wrote down some constraints and restraints for the mission in the form of some rules. I'll go over those on a later video. All the portfolio rules remain intact. The margin utilization remains within the established limit of 20%. It's actually under half of that, so I might increase that. We'll see. But I'll probably go over that at the mid-month or the next SITREP at the end of January. No rule violations or kill switches were triggered, so we're good on that. December is obviously the end of calendar year 2025, and this year focused primarily on building the system rather than maximizing returns. So income consistency, the rule compliance, and the process discipline were primary measures of success for 25. Probably looking to keep those through 26, and now that those foundations are set. And then heading into January, no changes to what we have going on. Plan is looking good so far. WPay will remain the active reinvestment engine for the time being until we can maximize that allocation. And that concludes the December 25 monthly SITREP. The next update will be a mid-month checkpoint somewhere between January 15th and 18th. Thank you for watching, and have a good week.